Welcome to this video. I want to show you how I built the hull for this very ship. We're just talking about the hull and not about any of the detailing and other stuff I did here. The interesting thing about this hull is that it was way bigger. It went down below here and then I cut it in half around here because it was too much space and it didn't look really nicely. But because I want to show how I did the angles in here, we will use the same approach and then we will cut it as well. So let's start. Confirm. I begin by just making a line. Easy as that. Then let's take a wedge and begin with the first angle. Always make sure first that symmetry on X-plane is enabled. Now you can see the grid lines and you can actually build upon them. I usually use them and follow them. So let's just do the same here and go upwards one square. We will move out of space rather quickly, so I already have to move the craft a little bit downwards. If you help here, if you place a helper block here, it will be easier to attach another wedge with a steeper angle. Let's build one square upwards as well. Okay. Now I advise you to delete this helper block because it confused me earlier when I tried this out. Maybe it will confuse you as well, maybe not. From here on, move on with an even steeper angle. And now you can inverse the angle or the steep, you can just do this to make the difference not so big between 45 degrees and 0 degrees. This will look a little bit nicer, but this is entirely up to you and it doesn't have a huge impact. And also the further up we go, the easier it is to adjust things afterwards and later. If you want to adjust things in here, you will have to correct both from the top, from the bottom, from the left and the right, so the angles still look nice, which is very tedious and I don't advise you to do it. So this actually already is the point of no return. This shape dictates how the whole hull will look like. We can simply only decide now how wide our ship will be, but the angles are already defined. So what I did is, or what I will be doing is, I actually want to have some space here which is exactly the same angle from here, about 5 or 4 blocks, and then I will begin angling it in this direction, so it will look like a ship. So just use the wedge and sort of follow the line. Or what you also can do is make a selection grid and copy that whole thing 4 or 5 times. Actually, let's try that out because I haven't done it in a long time. Resize grid, make it really big. We don't care. There's nothing else we can copy here, so that's good. Copy that thing. Oh, we see we didn't copy everything. Okay, so reset. Clear content. Okay, that sounds good. Resize the thing. Go up. Go to the side. Perfect. That should be good. Copy. Move one to the right, and where's the paste? Paste. Paste once, paste twice, paste thrice, and Actually, not even necessary to mirror it yourself, but let's do it. 3 times I said, I think, not sure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, perfect. Paste. So the middle of the ship without any sidewards angles is 7 blocks wide. I don't really know if that's good or bad. We just do it like this for the sake of the tutorial. Let's make it a little bit wider actually. And paste, and then move out of the selection grid. And now we can merge all of these. So that is the humble beginning of our hull. Now to make the angles how they were in the ship I showed you from the beginning, you just use pyramids from now on. And you can already see where you have to change the shape of the pyramid. It's exactly at these points where the inner hull changes as well, where the angles change. So I'm not sure what's the best way, but let's try like this, from left to right. Not sure if it makes a difference, and just build outwards like this. There are no mistakes, right? Just happy little accidents. I watched a lot of Bob Ross lately. I think the most efficient way here is to move upwards and not go this way. Okay? Because if you go this way, you will have to fix the area in between here. This will not be picked up. So let's do it this way. And move upwards as much as you can. Stormworks isn't always as helpful as you or I would like it to be, but most of the time it works pretty great. Oh my god. Just as I said it's not working anymore. Okay, let's adjust our view angle. By moving the camera around, it will pick up your more or less your intention where you want to build, and then it becomes suddenly easier to click and drag these lines, which is cool. So this is what I call, you have to think in vertical dividers, because here is a division of the angle and here is a division of the angle. And if you do it this way, it should actually, yeah, come together rather neatly. Pyramid. Let's hope I can rotate it before the end of the video. Perfect. And simply extend it. Oh, that was not the right anchor point. Extend it. Extend it. Obviously, I'm not doing it really correct. You will have to pay more attention where you want to stop. But for the sake of this tutorial, I will just extend it to wherever I can go without too much hassle. Yeah, for you doing it for your own ship, you can actually move the camera while extending, clicking and dragging. And this will give you more space to adjust. So when I did something like this, I will actually just Control C and go back and do it again, because it costs more time to do it, to correct it, than to do it again. Extend, extend, extend. And this is actually, yeah, the easiest way I know of. I would be happy if to know if there is an even easier way. But as soon as this is done, I will cut it in the middle the same way I did it with the other ship. I may have missed one. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, perfect. But now it's not picking up the right angle, which sometimes is infuriating. Especially so because I'm doing this tutorial video for the second time, because the first time the in-game music was way too loud and you couldn't really understand my voice. Yeah, so here I am doing it a second time. That's why you don't have any in-game sounds right now. Just disabled them. I can't invest energy in that. What you see here now, it's getting rather boring and not looking really nice in this section. This angle is way too much or too long for it to be an interesting shape. And also the hull is getting rather deep, and yeah, it just doesn't look really nice. It just looks like a triangle. So those reasons basically are why I chose to cut the other ship. So you can make this cut wherever you want. You can do it in here in the 1x2 angle, or you can make it here. Because I don't want to delete way too much, I will do it somewhere like here, I guess. Okay, so let's try this. If you, this is also a trick, if you begin on the right side of the symmetry axis, but move towards the left side, you can always be sure that everything will be filled in because it overlaps the symmetry. Yeah, I don't have words to explain this better. And something like this. And now all we have to do is delete this plane like so. And then I will show you how I became Clickmaster 2020. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, this is way too much work. Maybe I should enable symmetry in multiple axes, and then it will delete twice as many blocks with one click. 4 blocks with one click, how does that sound? Really good, right? Okay, delete everything. And yeah, we basically got the basic thing going on. It already begins to look like the hull of my other ship. What you can do now is just extend this area. You can do this via selection grid, obviously. You can just copy from here and go back here. What you also can do with the selection grid is copy this whole part, mirror it on the other side, so you have a ship which looks the same on both sides. I don't advise you to do that. Also, it doesn't help with stability. I think flat bottom shapes are the best for stability, but I'm not sure. Would have to ask a dev. But what you can do is to copy and paste this part, put it in here, and then actually cut it as well in here, somewhere like that. So you do have a very nice angle in the front and a not so nicely angled back. But I think that's how most ships do look like in real life, and this should actually look really good. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know if you want to see more about this and how I went on from this for the other ship. But for now, I think this shows pretty much everything you need to know. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, and yeah. Do not let me know if my voice is annoying or my accent is stupid. This is my first tutorial ever, and the English is not my main language, so I pretty much don't care. Yeah, I hope this showed you a little bit how I made the hull, and maybe it gives you some inspiration for your future builds. This doesn't look nice anymore, just delete it. Okay, have a nice day.